It's here. Welcome to the Duck channel.
Hey guys, go Casey! Whee!
Here at Casey VFL night, presentation night at the Art Centre. As we can see, the other view, the next shot slide. We are table 20.
For the top honours. Whatever way it does go tonight, it's going to be a really tight contest in both the men's and the women's counts with some very worthy winners. As I mentioned, it's been a truly unbelievable year for this footy club. A premiership with the VFL and a top 3 finish for our VFLW team. It's been the most successful season since we came together as one club with our VFL and VFLW teams back in 2019. The women's team, amazing since their first season, climbing further up.
For those that don't know me, I'm Peter Maynard, generally called Max. I'm the General Manager of Casey Community and Commercial Partners. The Springvale Footy Club was formed in 1903. Has since morphed from the Springvale Scorpions to the Casey Scorpions to the current day Casey Demons, to our alignment with Melbourne Footy Club. There's no doubt we have one of the best, if not the best, VFL and VFL club operations in the VFL and VFLW competition. Our coaching and support staff for both programs, our players and their ongoing development, our facilities, our alignment with Melbourne and our partnership with the City of Casey all contribute greatly to our programs and success. I'd like to make a special mention of thanks to the Melbourne Footy Club and the City of Casey, who have been so supportive in investing in the facilities at Casey Fields and helping us put together the best possible people and programs to give our players, coaches and teams the opportunity to be the best they can be. I'd also like to single out a couple of special ones here. Now, I'm under strict instructions, but I would have done it anyway. I'd also like to single out a special thank you to Gaz and Rach for all the work they put in the programs. And you wouldn't know this, the facilities, the events across all our AFL, AFLW, VFL, VFLW programs, the Melbourne Academy, our Chisholm program, the South East Juniors, people would know about, Casey Demons VNL, and all our partners that utilise Casey Fields and come to events. Not a lot of people know how much is done outside of the standard VFL, VFLW programs, but let me tell you, Rach and Gaz are responsible for the majority of the organisation of these events. So guys, please give Rach and Gaz a big round. Guys, our other advanced traffic management, thanks to Jeff and Nolan. Our major partners, Brown Property Group, thanks to Brian, thanks to Brian, thanks guys. King G, Paul and Matt here representing King G, to stand. Berwick Springs Hotel, Ashley and Marcus or Tom or Shannon. Thanks, Ashley. City of Casey. Thanks, Angie and Roseanne and Angie. Thank you. Where's Dean from Resource Code? Thanks, Resource Code, Dean Reid. He's somewhere, please stand, Dean. He's got it. And then to our corporate partners, Tony Workwear from Berwick, Knoxville, Francis, thanks Rio. Heat Strip, thanks Greg, Josiah. And Bleasdale Wines, is John here? Thanks John. And to our partners that aren't with us tonight, special thanks to Nando's, Beyond Bank, Highview Accounting, Cranbourne Turf Club and Prestige Eno. Everybody please put your hands together for our sponsors. Some serious brands there, life members. I'd like to call to the stage our current life members that are with us tonight. Simon Clark, Ian Gardner, Rod Morgan, Morgs, you there? Jeffrey, Greg Pendlebury, Jack Hutchins and Jason Cables. If you could all come up and join me on stage, please. As they walk up, you understand these are legends and Hall of Fame members from the Springvale Footy Club, Casey Scorpions. They're at the heart of our club. Welcome, guys. Now, we welcome to the stage 3 new life members, and our first one tonight is our club captain, Mitch White. Mitch started his feet in the VFL before progressing to the Dandenong Stingrays TA Cup side, then drafted to Melbourne in 2014. After spending time with Melbourne and Casey, Mitch became a full-time Casey Demon in 2018 and has gone on to play 105 games for the Red and Blue. He's been in the best 34 times and kicked 63 goals. Mitch is also known now as the Casey Demons Premiership Captain. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Mitch. The next inductee is our spiritual leader, Jimmy Munro. After Jimmy spent his years playing junior footy, he was then selected for Sandringham in the TAC Cup competition in 2013. Then continued his journey with Sandringham in the VFL before joining the Casey Demons in 2017. Jimmy has now played 124 games with Casey, been our best players 35 times. He's played 25 games with Sandringham, and he now goes by the name of Moose. Two-time BNF winner, Coralline champion, and 2022 Premiership player. The heart and soul of Casey Demons, everybody. Now last but not least tonight is past player Daniel Rigg. Riggy, where are you? Please come up. It's an amazing story and it gives you a good example and understanding of the history we have with Springvale and the gentleman that are up here on stage with us. Riggy grew up watching Springvale at New Common Road. After playing juniors in the morning, he progressed to being the water boy with the club. With the club in the early 90s, his father coached the under-19s, his uncle was GM of the club, and his cousin also played with the club. So when it came to him playing senior footy, there was only one club he wanted to play for. That was Geelong. Geelong. So he settled for Springvale. In 1998 began his playing career in Springvale, and in 1999 he made his senior debut playing 4 games before playing in the reserves grand final, going down by 4 points. Sadly, the seniors won the grand final. He won the reserves best and fairest as a centre-half forward. In 2000, he cemented his place as a senior player at fullback in the now revamped VFL. Then 2001, the club aligned with St Kilda, and Riggy played all year, including the losing preliminary side. Over the next 5 years, he was an instrumental part of the playing group. He helped in organising social club functions and took a lead role resurrecting and refurbishing Springvale's New Common Road Oval room. This is a great story. So the club could return to play one final season at its traditional home. Great story. In 2006, he became Casey Scorpions' inaugural vice-captain, played a major role in galvanising the playing group, with the alignment that occurred then. Before I welcome in the public, should we answer a few questions? History with the Springvale Footy Club? Would you like to share how you feel at the moment and what was it like?
Well, firstly, can I say congratulations to Harry and all the boys. It's fantastic to see the cup and the flag come back home. Congrats to the boys too. Look, yeah, I take back a long time. I said to Keith the other day, look, my junior footy days were spent down at the shed down at KPR, and then in the afternoons we're up at Newcomen Road watching the old VFA, watching all these fossils run around. And besides the Geelong Footy Club, the next thing for me was the Springy Footy Club, the VFA. They were my heroes. Watching my cousin run around and take him over, rocket and all that.
So some of you played under, some you played with?
Some I played with, yeah.
See, Harrow's not here, right?
Harrow's not here. Harrow and Nudge, we came in together, so we started together and sort of went through.
Well, just as we mentioned that, we've got to mention our video from Nudge at the moment, so we just played this from Nigel Carmody.
Ricky, Nudge here, sorry I can't be part of your special night, but your induction as a life member to the football club is something that's long overdue given the contribution you made, not just on the field but off it as well, and your parents were central to that. The memories of playing with you are really distinct. You were such a calm presence in our backline through the late 90s and the early 2000s, and really important person to bridge together Springvale and Casey, and much like Adrian Little before you and guys like James Wall and Evan Penola who came after you, were a real general in the backline, and I think you gave players and supporters a lot of comfort when the ball was in your area that something good was going to happen. Once again, mate, sorry I can't be there tonight. Have a great evening. You thoroughly deserve this honour.
With the Springvale and Casey Scorpions, as the club's newest life member. Everyone, please congratulate Ricky. We had one other surprise and life member, but in this case it wasn't a club life member because he's already that. It was a VFL life member, and that was awarded to Greg Pendlebury at the Liston Trophy about 3 or 4 years ago. So, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So, yeah. 10 seconds to go. So this year's Liston Trophy presentation, Greg, more affectionately known as Keg, was inducted as the newest life member of the VFL with over 40 years of voluntary service to Springvale Footy Club, Casey Scorpions, and now the Casey Demons. As a trainer, how long was he as a trainer? Waterman, committeeman, and now club director. Everybody, please put your hands together for Keg and congratulations. Springvale and Casey Scorpions, the Casey Demons, the heart, soul and legends of our club. So can you please, as they walk off, can you please put your hands together for our life members.
Thank you. Firstly, I want to congratulate Mark and the men's program for their on-field success this year. It was a great day down at Icon Park, and to see the club take home the trophy, really proud of everything that you've been able to do with that men's program, mate. So really well done. It's funny, when you sit down to write a speech, you always think about the following things. You don't want to be too serious. These guys are all enjoying drinks and cracking very funny gags, no doubt. You want to make sure you thank everyone, which is nearly impossible, but you try and do your best, and you don't want to take too long because you want to keep this thing moving. So with that in mind, I've decided to do the exact opposite. So I'm going to talk about my really seriously difficult private school, living in Glen Iris upbringing in a stable family. I'm going to take 30 minutes. Could be 40. It's a mystery. We'll see what happens. And finally, I'm only going to be talking about myself. So this should be really good. So strap in. It started in 1954 in a little village in Greece. A good crowd. Okay, so on field this year, VFLW program. Our players and staff had an 11-3 season, which included a 9-game winning streak. Our players and staff won their first VFLW final. There were 6 players drafted, 4 more than any other club, excluding the 2 expansion clubs Hawthorn and Essendon. And there were 4 staff members poached to AFL and AFLW clubs. I thank everyone for their hard work and dedication for those on-field achievements. However, who I'd like to thank, is I'd like to thank the staff and players more so for their off-field actions. I want to say thank you to all the players and staff for getting out into the Casey community and undertaking 2 hours community service, running football clinics for multicultural women, little athletics events, folding clothes at the Salvation Army, and even running equestrian events at the local stables, and much, much more. I want to say thank you to the staff and players for sharing their stories on a Tuesday night during story time. They shared their life's ambitions, their challenges, their goals, and this opened up the dialogue that life is pretty hard and can get tricky, but we're all in it together down at Casey. I want to thank the staff and players and the Johnson family for showing me why our football club is more than on-field success. And when a loved one is lost, you can find solace amongst your football community, and that by simple putting your arms around each other and singing the club song together can bring tears to the eyes of a coach who was 3,000 kilometres away in Perth. I want to thank all the coaches, high performance medical operation team for their dedication to our program, and most importantly, for their dedication to our people and our community. I want to thank the players for allowing me to coach them the way that I coach, and for accepting that a game day review can be undertaken not just on a television screen, but also through interpretive dance. It's true. I want to thank the Casey Demons board for trusting me to oversee this program, and for allowing me to make changes if we felt that they were for the best interest of the club and the people within our community. Now I want to thank some individuals. I want to thank Mark Corrigan for allowing me to lie on a couch at the Field of Dreams and listen to me and my psychological shortcomings for at least an hour before any players and staff turn up. I want to thank Jesse Mulholland for showing me that whether you're an AFLW player, VFLW player, NAB League player, or local footballer, you deserve the same level of respect and attention. I want to thank Brooke Borchard for showing me positive change is in your control as an individual, and only through actions and giving to others can you truly fulfil what is important in life. I want to thank Seb Mueller and Andy Donaldson for smiling all the time. All the time. I want to thank Jimmy Munro for his positivity, for his energy, and for the way he includes everyone at our club. I want to thank the Casey community, the parents, the friends, the family, and especially my family, Christina, Panos and Victoria, who support me and allow me to spend long periods of time away from home. And finally, thank you everyone in the room. We're a strong club. We're in a great position with on and off-field success, and I promise you for the VFLW program, we'll be doing everything we can to continue to use this momentum and to ensure we represent the Casey and Melbourne Football Club in a fitting way with their rich history. Go Scorps and go the D's. Like I said, win our first 9 games. We found a level of consistency. We had nice connection between our AFLW and our VFLW players, and Talia Fellows was playing really well, some might say too well, and maybe leaving us halfway through the season by getting drafted.
There you go, just stand out so far. after 7 rounds, up by some 17 votes. Let's get into the first of the awards, and stay up here, Pete, because you're presenting it. The Trademark and Values Award. It goes to none other than Mel Hogg, ladies and gentlemen.
I was meant to be announcing it, so we'll go with this speech of Hoggy. You are, I know everyone in the room knows what our values are and what it means to be a trademark player, but you're so well respected and trusted amongst your peers and in the club, obviously being around here for a few years. You continue to bring ideas to our program, which is uniting and connecting the team together. You are a standard setter and you continually strive for excellence, not only for yourself, but for your teammates and the program. You've taken your game to another level this year, and after coming back from injury and learning to trust your body and your football capabilities at this level, I've been fortunate enough to be a part of Hoggy's journey for a while, and I can't wait to see what the next few years bring.
I know Rachel wants us to get on and off in those speeches, but yeah. I just want to say thank you to the girls. Like, it makes it so easy travelling out to Casey Fields, to training and to game day, and the coaches. I had a couple of setbacks. They could have left, could have gone to different places, but it's so hard not to come back here. And after seeing the boys win that cup, I just know that is us, and we are going to hold that with a W next to that VFL. And hold it up. Woo! I can't wait to be a part of it. So thank you.
Thanks, Casey, because if I didn't come back to you guys, I probably wouldn't be in the position that I am now. And yeah, I really appreciate the faith that you all put in me and the time and effort. So yeah, thank you.
I'm going to be quite open with this player in relation to sharing their story and just how I feel about this player. We came into the program together 2 years ago, and the player that walked through the door at Casey at that time, I felt didn't have an understanding of their ability, and I felt that the AFL, her previous AFLW experience led her astray in relation to what she was capable of and her belief in herself. And then what happened was she went, by being herself and coming out of her shell, she then started to realise who she was and what was important to her. She started facing challenges in life, both on field and definitely off field as well. And without knowing, it was a massive support for me as well. Her year was unbelievable. On-field leadership was some of the best I've seen, male and female, unbelievable. Inspires players on-field and off-field, and smiles all the time, which is hard in life. The winner's Sammy Johnson.
Sammy! I'm the person that I am today without you and Mum and the way that you raised me and all of my siblings, all 10 of us, or 11 of us, whatever. Yeah. I don't remember. But honestly, I'm not the person that I am today without you as my role model in life, so thank you so much. To all my teammates, especially over the last 2 years coming into a new club, thank you for supporting me in the role as your captain. I've loved every second of it. I loved all the challenges that you've thrown at me. Yeah, we're heading in the right direction, and I'm really excited to see where next year goes for us. We'll just keep pushing forward. To the coaches, all of the coaches, and Pete especially, Jesse Mulholland, all the support staff, for all the time and effort that you put into me this year and the year before. You're definitely a big part as to the person I am today and the player that I am today. I wouldn't have made it back onto an AFLW list without you all believing in me and supporting me both on the field and with my challenges off the field. You played a massive role, especially you, Pete. Spent a lot of time on the phone too, and I don't think you'll ever understand how much that means to me, and not just me, but my family as well. I also want to do a massive shout out to Gaz as well. There was actually a game this year that was dedicated to my mum who passed away from pancreatic cancer. just the way that the club got around it, had all my family down, and my extended family, which was a lot of people. I'm pretty sure we broke some part of the synthetic grass area, but that's all right, the alarms are going off and all of that. But just the way that this club supports not just players on the field, but they really have a care for everyone in the program and your families and everyone around you. So I'm really grateful for this award and this club. So thank you so much.
Really good at Hawthorn. Got our first win the other day. So yeah, that was really good. Really enjoying it there with Charles. So yeah, we're having a good time. Hopefully a bit more successful, but yeah, really enjoying it.
Talia, you left us midway through the season. Explain.
It's you.
And, tell us about, now you had, I remember receiving phone calls from 4 clubs chasing you, and I'm sure there were many more. How did you go making the decision which club you wanted to go to, which was Hawthorn in the end, but also navigating your way through all those conversations?
Yeah, it was a bit of a whirlwind. Hawks was the closest to my house.
So you should.
And yeah, didn't really like Todd. But in all seriousness, it was an overwhelming period of time, but I was very grateful to have Pete and Todd and Jesse, especially those three, in my corner helping me, because I didn't really know what was going on and everything, so very grateful. I wouldn't be in the position that I am if it wasn't for Casey. So.
And Maeve, you've obviously had a different experience. How did you navigate your way through being on a list, off a list, then back on, and obviously then having an outstanding AFLW season so far? How's it all tracking, and what was the emotions through it? And please laugh about it.
God, the emotions were all over the shop for a period of time, but yeah, it's pretty stable now. I'm very confident in the team, but yeah, it's going good. Yeah.
They've actually shared an amazing story to a lot of players, and she had a really big impact when she did story time, sharing her experience about being on a list and then having that conversation when she was off. And I've actually had a number of players that have reached out that didn't get picked up during this recent draft, and just to discuss the impact that Maeve's story time had on them. So that was massive from you. Well done. And Sammy, you had St Kilda, no good, not a great club. And then you came to Casey and you found yourself on Melbourne's list. How was that after a pretty difficult year?
Yep, it was good. Thanks, Todd, for signing me. Yeah, it was good.
She was our captain. Obviously a lot of inspiration at quarter time, half time.
I love that. Inspiration plus.
We'll let everyone enjoy their dinner, I think. Well done, girls.
2022 Premiership winning side, and to do so, to help us celebrate a man who played a significant role in that Premiership, the coach, Mark Corrigan, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome everyone. Firstly, can I just start by saying next year we'll flip VFL and VFLW. Pete, you'll go last, because this reality might be entertaining, mate, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So, no, very well spoken. But in all seriousness, congratulations to all the VFLW winners, and to Pete and your team. Fantastic year, but more so, mate, thank you for your support and your continued sort of drive to unite the two groups. It's pretty unique to come in and have two really strong VFL-VFLW teams that want to work together in unison, mate. So thank you for your support, and yeah, here's to many more years doing so. About this time last year, I was sitting at home in the office slash third bedroom, talking about how our 2021 season, albeit short, sharp, was going to build a brilliant foundation for us leading into 2022, and I'm pretty happy to say, fast forward 12 months and we're standing here tonight with that beside us. So yeah, it's a pretty surreal feeling still, but for us, yeah, let me indulge a little bit whilst I take you on a bit of a journey around what our last 12 months has looked like. and I guess recognise the special moments and the special people along the way, because I think that's what's most important in this journey. With our core playing group returning last year, along with the addition of Matty Bunting from GWS and emerging local stars in Steele and Edwards, we felt like we put the playing group together that were going to give us the opportunity to contend in 2022. One of the greatest challenges we face at an aligned VFL club is integrating the AFL and VFL lists and building the necessary chemistry and I guess the cohesion needed to be a highly functioning team. This process is made a whole lot easier with such well-rounded leaders as Mitch White, Jimmy Munro and Bunt at the helm, who lead with absolute passion and care. Add to that a trio of group of experienced AFL such as Tomlinson, Dunstan, Brown, Melky, Weeds, Chin, who, let's be honest, aspire to play AFL every week, but when they don't, sorry, I just lost my way. But when they don't, they actually put their heart and soul into playing for Casey every week. And so for me, incredibly fortunate, and for us as a coaching group, that our group is led by an incredibly powerful group of leaders. The home and away season provided a lot of team success, but also plenty of individual growth and reward. Daniel Turner earned his AFL debut off the back of some outstanding VFL football, and we witnessed the rise and development of players like Van Rooyen, Laurie, Howes, Woden, Allison, Gray, Baldy and Steele, just to name a few. 19 players made their Casey Demons debut, with 11 of those VFL listed making their VFL debut. To cap off a stellar year, Luke Dunstan and Mitch White were both recognised for their outstanding seasons by being named in the VFL Team of the Year. The enjoyment, connection and sense of achievement in these moments are what makes football great, and all the hard work worth it, and we all know there's plenty of hard work that goes with it. It's important that this hard work doesn't go unrecognised, and so I'd like to take the opportunity now to thank those who have made significant contributions to our program over the course of the year. And there's no better place to start than Bryza. Bryza, your training services support, even in the harshest of Casey conditions, along with your bubbly personality, mate, is much appreciated. To our IT support, Caleb, Bailey, Soph, Harry, thank you for giving up your time so that we can better support us as coaches and ultimately our playing group. To Rach, Maxie, thank you for your unwavering support and aligned vision for the direction of this great club. An amazing job throughout the year to garner the amount of sponsorship, the amount of support we have, and also thank you for putting tonight together. To the medical team, Keith, Andrew, Dan, Mon, Ash, and the group of trainers that are there every week. You're not only brilliant at what you do, and you deliver an incredibly thorough program, but you're great people that add to the culture of our club, and it's greatly appreciated. To the high performance team, Jack, Em, Steph, Pete, Luke, Mackenzie and Matt. No one has had more impact in such a short period of time than you and your team, Jack. The level of detail, care, individualisation and overall standards have been a significant driver in the improvement in our playing group and overall program, so I can't thank you enough for your tireless work. To all the coaches, each of you in your own way play an integral part in shaping our program. Vin, I know I said this last year, but I'm including you as a coach. You wear so many hats within our VFL program. Your attention to detail, your football knowledge, your initiative has helped me enormously given my IT shortcomings. To the MSC coaches, Goody Chap, Staff, Ooze, Choco and Sammy, your advice and expertise at different stages has been invaluable, along with your unwavering support of the program, so I thank you. Jars, whilst I'm still not sure how your GPS is higher than our playing group, I do know that your loyalty, commitment and care for everyone in our program is unquestioned, so thank you, mate. To Griff. Is Griff here tonight? Couldn't make it. Bench coach can be a really tough gig, but Griff's willingness to learn, connect, ask questions and support the program in any role necessary has been a welcomed addition, and his connection with the playing group is probably second to none, as evidenced by his celebratory week, I reckon. So thank you, Griff. Nate, VFL programs need energy, and that's you, mate. willing to get your hands dirty, sweep the sheds, and along with your rapport to develop with the players has been fantastic. I can't thank you enough for what you've brought to this program in 12 months. Johnny, your commitment to the program, second to none. We are incredibly fortunate to have your measured demeanour, your coaching experience, your football IQ, and overall care for the people within our program. And I lean on you a lot, mate, so thank you very much. Taylor, I'm not sure if anyone in this room is aware, but I didn't coach 2 games this year, and I'm pretty sure the players didn't even know I wasn't there at times. This is a testament to how seamless you slotted into being the head coach, but also to your meticulous preparation. You see the game really well, and your passion for learning and coaching is admired, mate. Having someone of your calibre to lean on is greatly appreciated. So I thank all that I've just mentioned above for their contribution, but also for what it means for the KCE program. Gary O. Yeah, round of applause to Gary. I said it last year and I'll repeat it again, mate, you're an absolute star. You're the glue that brings this whole program together. If we're talking about our values, trust, respect, unity and excellence, then there is no one better at bringing those words to life. I can't thank you enough for what you do for me, but I'm pretty sure everyone within our program at some point in time calls upon you for your advice, for your help, and you're at the drop of a hat willing to help, mate. So thank you, and I genuinely mean that. Broadly to family and friends. Personally, I know I couldn't commit the time and effort to this role if I didn't have the support and understanding from my wife and my family. And I'm sure this reflects most of us in this room. So I speak on behalf of everyone involved at Casey when I say we love you and thank you for allowing us to pursue our passion and riding the highs and lows with us. Lastly, to the playing group. We're incredibly fortunate to work with such a highly driven, appreciative, respectful, caring and talented group. A VFL aligned team can be a meeting point for players at very differing stages of their football journey, and that in itself can potentially be a challenge. We all felt the power this year of a group of players aligned to achieving a common goal and having fun doing it. We couldn't be prouder of what you all have achieved this year, but more importantly, we couldn't be prouder of who you are as people. In finishing, I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to coach Casey, as it allows me to work with truly great people and people I will call friends for life. Thank you.
I'll be really quick, guys. I guess I just want to really thank everyone a part of the KC community. Probably, I don't know, for me, 10 years at the Giants was great, but you sort of, I don't know, when you sort of start finishing your career, I certainly sort of fell out of love with the game, but certainly coming back here with the energy of the Casey boys throughout pre-season, the love that you see from the Melbourne players when they come back and play VFL when they don't want to be there, the commitment from our staff and coaches and our fans and family certainly made me really enjoy footy this year, made me love it, and yeah, it's a testament to the people that we have around here. So thanks a lot to everyone involved this year. They'll do me, but yeah, thanks a lot for this award.
Yeah, I'll just sort of reiterate what Bun said, and just a big thank you to all the coaches, the physio, the volunteers, the staff for their time and effort this year. It's been unreal, and as players we can't thank you enough for sort of the endless hours that you put in. It makes our life easier as footballers, so a big thank you to you guys. And then obviously to the players, it's led by sort of Whitey and Moose, that welcoming culture. As a bloke coming in, it was pretty easy to sort of hang around, so a big thank you to you guys, and then obviously all the AFL boys for putting in their time and effort. So to all the KC people, fans, family, players, staff, I've loved this year, so thank you just for you.
Wow.
Which, of course, during the season has chalked up 100 games. It's a huge accomplishment, a great honour. And another round of applause as he makes his way onto the stage. Mitch, just quickly, one from me. Congratulations on your leadership and also what you've achieved as a team. You must stand here as a pretty proud man.
Yeah, for sure, mate. I'll just reiterate everything everyone's already said. Like the culture between players, coaches, staff members. Obviously, Gaz lauded a lot there, but Rach also does a power work behind the scenes, mate. Like it's just a great place to be. Every time you walk in, whatever night it is, whatever day it is, it's just there.
And just cast your mind back to grand final day. I mean, how proud were you of the boys and getting your hands on that cup?
It's pretty surreal, to be honest. Fairly well documented. Losing the two was something you don't, at the time, you don't realise how much it stings, but to see the Moose, how much it meant to him, and just seeing the boys enjoy it, and even speak with the chin and the emotion that comes from that, it's just something that we enjoy now, but I think we'll really appreciate in the coming years. And yeah, like I'm looking forward to celebrating it tonight, and then the reunions that come. Like those are the things that I really look back on and cherish.
100 games for this great club. It's a huge accomplishment. Life membership as well. Congratulations.
Poor old Southport. Bailey Laurie, 5 votes. Corey Ellison, 5 votes. Oscar Baker, 7 votes. Luke Dunstan, 8 votes. Cade Chandler, 9 votes. Jimmy Munro, 9 votes. And the skipper, perfect score, 10 out of 10. Back to you, Clint.
Thanks, Gary. It's a good time to remind everyone there is an after party tonight. It's in the bar on the ground floor, so I encourage everyone to make sure that the great man there, Gary, is home after midnight. So I don't know if he wants to take him under the wing, but he said he's looking forward to another lash. So we welcome a few club greats up onto the stage to help us present the next 3 awards. Ian Gardner played.
Just before Whitey, thanks Moose for all he knows as a mid. Just want to touch on, from a coaching perspective, what Mitch White's done for the club, more so since I've been there. An outstanding leader, understands the game extremely well, and like I've spoken about to many people, my job is made so much easier by the fact that Mitch White, when young kids walk through the door, he instills in them what it is to be a Casey Demon right from the very beginning. He's himself, the same as Moose, same as Bunce, these guys, comfortable in their own skin, so they're great at connecting both AFL, VFL groups. That's what you want out of a leader, and then that's off field, but on field, we've seen firsthand what he can do, change roles as a mid this year, from being more of a forward, and clearly that's a testament to him and his understanding of the game to be able to have such an outstanding year as an inside mid off the back of very little exposure, I guess. So well done, Whitey.
Firstly, I would like to just thank Cage for the confidence in me to change roles this year. Obviously, I felt like I was running around having not much of an idea what was going on most of the year, and I don't think it changed towards the end still, but thanks mate. To the boys in midfield, Moose and Spook, I think Spook was just sick of me by the end of the year asking dumb questions and not knowing where I was meant to be going, so I really appreciate putting up with me. The big weirdo, I think he's just given me a bit more for there, so thanks for hitting me that one time, I think. It was a good hit. Again, just the Casey people just make it so easy to turn up year after year. It's just, I love the culture, I love the people, and I just really appreciate it. It's a team award at the end of the day. It's just a reflection of the people around you. So thanks, guys.
I struggle for words when I think about how consistent this guy's a footballer, and I think everyone in this room has seen him play some incredible VFL football, but more so some incredible AFL football. So I consider myself, again, very fortunate to be able to coach someone of his calibre, not only as a footballer but as a person. I think that's probably what's been more impressive to me, is we all see Luke Dunstan, the footballer, every week and how he influences games, but
what I've seen off field is someone who cares passionately about the club. He's one of the ones that, whilst disappointed if he's not playing AFL, he comes back and plays with his heart and soul when he puts on the Casey jumper. And I've seen him really grow this year to connect with new teammates. He's new to the environment, new to the program, but his connection with new teammates, to get to know them and to, generate a synergy with the guys he's playing with, and then that care beyond just playing football, it reaches beyond it. So from my end, mate, thank you and well done on a fantastic year.
Yeah, look, I'll be quick as well. Just a quick well done to all the girls that were involved in the awards tonight. You guys did a fantastic job all year, and although at times I didn't love rocking up to Casey with the drive and the weather and whatever else comes with it, it was great to get down there at times and be getting ready for our match. And you girls were out on the field, it gave us something to watch, and just seeing you girls have the fun that you guys had out there was great to watch all year. So well done to everyone that did got the awards and played all year. It was great to see. Secondly, thanks to the boys. We had a very good year together. It's the first final series I've been a part of since I was drafted about 9 years ago. So to play in some big games, I had a bit of an honest conversation, which I only just remember after the grand final with Cora. It was probably a little bit too honest, and I said some things I probably shouldn't have said to him, but yeah, I just remember saying I'm going to commit everything I have to this final series. And during the year, at times motivation can waver, and it's tough at times coming down to play when you want to be playing the ones and whatever else. But the guys that were down there, all the boys, Moose, Whitey, you guys make it so easy, Bunts, and the coaches as well. You guys just make it so easy to come down, enjoy our footy, we have fun together, we fucking play well. Sorry. But look, I said to Cora, I'm going to commit everything to this final series, and with good preparation, sort of brings good performance. So if anything, I've learned something from this year, and if I can bring that into every week next year, I think I'll be able to play some more consistent footy. So yeah, I look forward to coming back next year, and we had a great year, and it's a fantastic bunch of blokes. It's one of the greatest squads that I've ever been a part of, and I look forward to coming back. So thanks everyone, have a good night. See you at the bar.
I don't know if there's much left to be said that people don't already know about Moose, but again, I consider myself incredibly fortunate and still in amazement to some degree as to how consistent this guy can be. And I tell everyone I talk to Coaching Casey about that he removes any excuse from not playing well every week. He's a paramedic, he'll come in off no sleep, bouncing through the door, eternal optimist and positivity through the roof, and he's off no sleep. He's dealt with people who have got some significant issues going on in the course of the night, and he's ready to play. And he's like, no coach, ready to go. Leading into the last round of the year, I think his ankle was nearly falling off, and he's like, no coach, it's good. Watch me hop, and he could barely even hop on it. But this is the kind of guy he is. But it's no fluke that you win 3 best and fairest in a row. What he puts out on the park, everyone sees. He just plays the game at the level every week. He's incredibly consistent. He's tough. He gives as much as he gets. And he's what you want in a leader and what you want in leaders that just consistently turn up every week. But what you don't see off the field is a connector of people. He cares about people genuinely. And then you hear Pete talk about thanking Jimmy Munro because everyone in this room means something to Jimmy, or he wants to know what your story is. No one more genuine that I've come across, no one more consistent in the way they play the game, and no one more loved by his teammates. So well done, Jimmy.
Must have been incredibly humbling to stand up here for the 3rd time and accept this award. It's just overwhelming. I want to echo, first of all, Lukey's comments about the VFL women. You deserve another round of applause for your terrific year. I must admit it's a little bit daunting to accept this award next to these two blokes. I think Mitchie White and Luke Dunstan have led us all year tremendously well. And to accept this award with those guys is just something I'll cherish for the rest of my life. So thanks to those boys, and I think you deserve another round of applause. To the Melbourne Footy Club and the beautiful players we've got to share some time with, I should say, this year. You all deserve to be commended. I think the attitude you've shown, it's been unbelievable. The way you've played all year has been unbelievable. And I'm so happy we've welcomed you all out to Casey Fields and your beautiful partners. It's a place we all get to enjoy together, and well done to you guys. To the coaching staff, support staff, to all those involved behind the scenes, like Gary O'Sullivan, Rachie Lewis, well done for a great year. The club just simply doesn't function without you guys. And I extend that also to all the club sponsors. Well done to you guys, so cheers guys. And to my playing group, my brothers for life, the entirety of the club. What an amazing achievement it is for us to win the flag this year, something I'll never forget. I'm so proud of us, and I can't wait to do it again. So well done for that one. Finally, two things I should say. First of all, this is a great award to win. I'm so rapt. Life membership is something I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. I think there's no greater honour you can win than to be awarded life membership for a football club. I remember this time last year we celebrated Johnny Hutchins celebrating being awarded life membership, and I remember saying to him how much of a privilege that must be, and to get accepted into that same sort of calibre of players along with Whitey is just absolutely humbling. So very, very proud, and well done to you, mate. And finally, I'm very, very fortunate that I've got not only my beautiful fiancée Shelby, who's also my best mate. Playing VFL football is just simply not achievable without great support from family and friends. And for Shelby, she's both for me, particularly with working in life and as a shift worker. We often don't spend a lot of time together during the week, which is obviously challenging for us both. And this award certainly goes to your love, so thank you for all your help. Thanks guys, let's have a great night, and well done D's.
If I can get everyone just to stand up and grab a glass while you're there. Also get Mitch and Luke up on stage as well. To our three major award winners tonight, especially to the winner of the Gardner Clark Medal, James Munro, ladies and gentlemen. 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hooray! Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Congratulations. As we check out the leaderboard, one last time there, you can tell it was a really tightly fought affair. The moves getting up just from Luke Dunstan, Mitch White, Kate Chandler and Oscar Baker rounding out the top 5. We're going to check out the highlights of the grand final now, and as we do, if I can get all the senior players, VFL players, to come and join me up on stage for a photo. Thank you.